All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here. Not armless, but harmless Dave here. Talking about real music and doing it in real time for a couple of people out here. Yeah, they're right there and here and all of that. So, yeah, point and shoot. Um, so, REO Speedwagon in the news some more, mostly on social media. Should I play the music? People love when I play this music. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting edition of As the REO Turns. Brought to you by Patreon, YouTube memberships, Buy Me a Coffee, and PJ Rock Super Chats. All available to help support this channel. As Dave navigates the treacherous waters known as the REO Speedwagon breakup. Does REO have to still be broken up? Apparently they do. In the last episode, we explored the exciting edition of As the REO Turns that featured a new concert honoring the legacy of REO Speedwagon. Now, that's the good news. And what's even more interesting is apparently Kevin Cronin was invited. Holy crap, Batman. One thing we could say about Bruce Hall, right? Bruce Hall has maintained that he won't go out as REO Speedwagon without Kevin Cronin. And I think that's pretty big of him because it appears that Kevin Cronin has something against Bruce Hall more than just, oh, Bruce doesn't look good on stage. I've been down this road like 3-4 videos where you've got a guy who at times, I'm going to try to be gentle here, kind of looks like grandma. All right? At times. Rock and roll grandma, okay? And he's telling Bruce Hall, hey, dude, I don't like your posture. That's all we have so far. You know, Bruce, do you have to be so slumped over on stage? Can you stand a little more upright? Didn't the guy have back surgery or something? I mean, look at what they're doing with Ann Wilson. I mean, she's sitting for the entire show. And people are paying lots of money to go see Heart, right? This could be the last chance, although based on the bands that just won't say farewell, like Foreigner, and the Eagles just announced they're doing more gigs in Vegas in September. So if you miss them in April, you can buy those $800 tickets in the fall. So good for you. If you have that much disposable income, please help my channel. $2, $1, change in the cushions of your couch, in the car, under the armrest. There's got to be some that you got. Anyway, sorry about that. Should I bring the music back? I think I need the music here. All right. So we learn through social media that Kevin Cronin was asked to go to this honoring the legacy of REO Speedwagon concert, and he either declined or didn't reply. I'm not really sure. Look, folks, this just doesn't look good for Kevin Cronin because, like I've been saying all along, Bruce Hall is actually too nice. He's being too nice. He's actually turning the other cheek. And that's a rare thing, especially in the world of rock, where it's, hey, I was in REO Speedwagon for 5 minutes, so I'm going to say, Joe Smith, formerly of REO Speedwagon, I'm doing a tour, and put the letters REO Speedwagon really big and put, like, you know, the guy's name like really small. So people think, hey, I'm going to go see REO Speedwagon. No, you're going to see Kevin Cronin and his new band. That's what you're going to see, which is fine. And Kevin has said, hey, this is the band that I had last year, which we called REO Speedwagon. But because everybody left who was in REO Speedwagon who had a say, other than Kevin, he couldn't use the name anymore. And he feels really, really bad about that. Not about everyone leaving. He feels really bad about not being able to use the name. So pretty big of the organizers of this concert, which Obviously, that includes Bruce Hall for inviting Kevin Cronin. And you can see all of this back and forth on social media. Bruce Hall is answering fans who are posting things. And again, I'm not on there all the time. I just noticed that Bruce Hall told someone that Kevin Cronin was invited. And, Kevin probably could go. They're insisting this is going to be a one-off event. And at some point, I may be talking with somebody who is participating in this event. These things develop slowly. People always want me to talk to somebody, but you have to do it at the right time where it has the most impact. Maybe when people aren't expecting you to talk to somebody, that's typically when I get to talk to somebody. So in any event, I wanted to just say, Bruce Hall, you're a good man. You're better than many of us who would probably look at this situation and say, nah, why should we invite Kevin Cronin to this? I mean, they know he's a huge part of this legacy. I heard the promo for this, and I hear some Kevin Cronin vocals on this. Normally, I would be a little critical, like, okay, you're using somebody who's not going to be there. And I'm not a big fan of when you take the original guys in the group and you use it to take your own version of the songs out there and play them. And I'm not saying the REO thing, they should have done that, but there are other instances. Certain bands with the initials LRB, they should probably have their versions of the songs on the promos. I'm just saying. You might make the country of Australia a little less hostile, all right? They're already on edge as it is because they're way down there. And they get really agitated sometimes because they're sort of out of the loop. They're not near the rest of the world. That's why we say they're down under, because they are. So why would you want to I've taken that way too far. Okay, so Kevin Cronin was invited. He either hasn't responded or he's not going. Before I go, wanted to plug the Two Bad Gyms again. I had a couple of people say they liked this. Saw this on a blues website, and it piqued my interest, so I clicked on it, listened to it, and it's really different. And it's a tribute to this guy, R.L. Burnside. Apparently there's this whole big legendary backstory to R.L. But these guys, they are obsessed with R.L. Burnside, and they make a lot of noise. And they play their guitars kind of loud, which is good, all right? So if you're looking for this style of music or just something completely off the wall and different, grungy, gritty, greasy blues, right there, okay? The Two Bad Gyms. All right, folks, so this concludes, let me see here, this concludes another edition of As the REO Turns. Tune in next time when we find out if Kevin Cronin changes his mind and decides he wants to be a part of honoring the legacy of REO Speedwagon. Kevin, it's for a good cause, buddy. And Kevin is typically right there when it's for a good cause. So we'll see. Maybe he'll change his mind. I think it would go a long way in making some of these fans a little less upset about how REO had to stop. All right, I'm Dave. Thanks for watching. God bless you for putting up with me, and I will see you soon.